Next question is JC Limited is planning an equity issue in the current year. It has an EPS of rupees 20 and proposes to pay 60% dividend at the year end. So kindly use your calculator. 20 into 0.6. Dividend will be rupees 12. How this 12 rupees is calculated? It is 20 rupees into 0.6. With the price earning ratio of 6.25. Dear students, as far as the price earning ratio is concerned, it is a formula that you study in your chapter of ratio analysis. It is MPS upon EPS. So as far as the MPS is concerned, it is EPS into price earning ratio. What is EPS, friends? EPS is 20. And what is price earning ratio? 6.25. So kindly use your calculator. 20 into 6.25 is 125. Of course, we are going to do all these things in detail, but just I am telling you that this is the way market price of the share, that is P0 information is provided to us. It wants to offer the issue at market price. Very good clarification is made. Even otherwise, we always make this assumption. The flotation cost is 4% of the issue price. See, there is a clarification provided to us in the example. The new issue will have the flotation cost of the 4% of the issue price, not the face value. Determine the required rate of return, that is KE, for equity shares before the issue and after the issue. That is a question. Please write down answer. Working note number 1. Calculation of P0. In bracket write down market price of equity share. In that, price earning ratio is equal to MPS upon EPS. So MPS is EPS into price earning ratio. Please add an answer along with me. There is nothing new. Earning per share is 20, dear students, and price earning ratio is 6.25. 125 rupees. Working note number 2. Calculation of dividend per share. It is earning per share into dividend payout ratio. What is earning per share? Earning per share is 20. And what is dividend payout ratio? It is 60%. So in that case, it comes to rupees 12. That is the dividend per share. Working note number 3. Calculation of rate of earning of the company. Dear students, we can compute the rate of earning of the company as earning per share upon market price of the share into 100. What is earning per share, dear students? It is 20. What is market price of the share? 125. Into 100. So the answer is 16%. We have dividend payout ratio. So based on that, so the retention ratio can be calculated. We have rate of earning, yes. Retention ratio, yes. So with that we can compute the growth rate. So working note number 4. Calculation of growth rate. That is G. It will be found as B into R. B stands for retention ratio and R stands for rate of earning. We can see that so the dividend payout ratio is 60%. So the remaining 40% is the retention ratio. Rate of earning of the company is 16%. So this is 6.4%. That is the way growth rate is supposed to be calculated, which will be useful for calculating K. Next, working note number 5. Calculation of D1. It is D0 into 1 plus G. The amount of the dividend that we have found is 12 rupees and the growth rate is 6.4%. So 12 into 1.064. So 12.768. That is the way the D1 is calculated. Now friends, basically this is again one of the point for which the institute suggested answers do not have always a consistency. Number of times they make an assumption that whatever the answer of this dividend that we have computed is D1 and accordingly they provide the suggested answer, and many a times it is assumed that say this is D0 and they prepare this working note for computing D1 and with that say the cost of equity is calculated. So whatever the assumption that say you make, for that say you just put a note for the same. Next, calculation of cost of equity in that say they have provided two things before new issue or we can say that say this is for the existing shares. And after new issue. That is for new shares. Let us have understanding that say how to do answer. Over here it is D1 divided by P0 plus growth rate. D1 as we have calculated over here 12.768, P0 is 125 rupees and the growth rate is 6.4%. These values are supposed to be used for doing answer. So 12.678 upon 125 plus 0.064. So 0.1021. Point 1661. That is the way the cost of equity is found. Next, over here d1 upon p0 minus flotation cost plus growth rate. So 12.768 upon 125 minus 125 into 4 percentage. Language of the question is very clear over here. There is no ambiguity that say how to compute the flotation cost. So 125 into 4% comes to 5 rupees. So 12.768 upon 120 plus 0.064. So 0.1064 plus 0.064. 17.04 percentage. That is the way we can make the calculation of the cost of equity. Please write an answer. So friends, over here there was a slightly new point regarding the price earning ratio, and of course the calculation of the growth rate from the given information, in which you have to compute the rate of earning and say taking into account the retention ratio growth rate. Like that, say we are required to do this answer for K calculation.